On your article, G7 in Japan. In Japan, of all places. Now, will Biden carry on the trilogy of the greatest cover-up, the greatest crime in human history? Don't say the F word, Biden. He promised. You going to open the book on Fukushima? Yeah, he lied, just like Trump. You going to talk about Fukushima on the stump? It was on Fox News, Salt Lake. Kevin Blanch asking, yeah, did he? He met with a B 17 times. In fact, I was at the White House when Trump got elected, took the bus through the middle of the night. I was at New York at Trump Towers when a B jumped on his Learjet and hurried and got here. When Trump first meeting with anyone was a B. Blocked out the windows at Mar-a-Lago, Fukushima, Rahm Emanuel's the ambassador. What happened to Caroline Kennedy? Remember her and her son's statement about Fukushima? They don't say nothing. Nobody does. Don't say the F word. Will it carry on? Will Biden visit Fukushima? Maybe we can have the Olympics there. So, Rahm Emanuel, remember? I know word for word what happened in the Situation Room, but the only president that even mentioned the word Fukushima. Bush dumb, Obama dumber, Bush. Trump dumbass, sliding with senile Biden. We're going to get geezers as Caesars too. Yeah, I love Trump. I love Biden. Freaking I love a bomb. Oh, freak show. So, Japan. Let's see, Hiroshima, Nagasaki. That's being mentioned. Flew out of Utah here. The house the nuclear cartel built. Go out his curse. So, Obama on St. Patrick's Day, 2011. So the Fukushima meltdowns, the plume is coming over us right now. I never promised you a rose garden. But the experts tell us it's safe, no harm. I will keep you abreast. I will keep you in the know. I will let you know what I know. Oh, he got schooled up, didn't he? Remember inside the Situation Room? I'm the guy that put the vlogger up to those interviews with John Holden in the Situation Room. She got the first interview and he was just ripping Trump. So I talked her into getting a second one. I prepped her on all the questions. And she got him to talk about what happened in the Situation Room. So is it classified anymore? I don't think so. He let the cat out of the bag. Well, we went back and, they wanted to send in the 32 ships. We had the 32 ships. We decided to turn them around. The USS Reagan. Should we send it in? Haas Cartwright. Now, who's he? He was going to be Obama's Joint Chief of Staff. Now, he got convicted and found guilty of classified information, was headed to prison. Obama pardoned him. I never promised you a rose garden. Make it so. What they did to those soldiers on the USS Reagan, what they did to Kevin Blanch, what they did to my father. The Department of Energy, which is the Department of Nuclearism. So, Japan. Obama goes to Japan and, remember, sipping his sushi. These treaties, the only thing he ever said true was these treaties were signed long before I was born. Yalta by the Sea. When they divided up the world, World War II, Churchill, Stalin, Franklin Roosevelt. Franklin Roosevelt dropped dead right after that. I thought Wallace was the VP. Truman. Hiroshima, Nagasaki, to this day, we haven't seen this real historical footage. We've seen some. Russia leaked out on the 75th anniversary. It flew from here. Still covered up to this day. Folding paper crane. She got to 644 and died of leukemia at 11 years old. Sanjay Gupta and Anderson Cooper were at Fukushima, Japan. Meltdowns. They use that term multiple times, probably thousands. 6 days the wind was blowing out. Barack Obama, the plume is coming over. So the emails get leaked out. I wonder who did that. Hillary Clinton. Was that Hummer or was that her? Take a shower, wash your clothes. The plume's coming. It's not worth it. Did they tell us that? It's in her emails. Retracted. The Patriot Act, the gift that keeps on giving. The 51st state, Obama called Japan. Hello. The U.S. took Japan. You know, they're fighting up through Okinawa. You seen the movie Hacksaw Ridge yet? Whoa, whoa, make you cry. God, how tense. So, unite the clans. They wouldn't reverse and go the other way, would they? What a nightmare. So, firebombing, firebombing. The Russians had aligned troops. They're ready to go in. Just like, we can't let Stalin get Japan. He's got most of Eastern Europe. What are we going to do? They dropped two. Oppenheimer. So, Eisenhower never invented the bomb, did he? No, 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 no. He was an anti-nuclear hardcore. Joseph was an anti-nuclear hardcore. He's the guy who invented it. He split the atom, right? Yeah, yeah. In 1944, he abandoned the Manhattan Project. Einstein was banned from the Manhattan. You know how the Manhattan Project got in New Mexico? Oppenheimer refused to do it, but his summer home was up there and he liked it, and they said, well, we'll move it to you. Los Alamos, the Epstein Ranch, all these coincidences. Bezos born there. I mean, the original department, which is the Department of Energy now, which is the Army Corps Engineers, which was originally the Department of Atomic, right? Right? Geist was the original spokesman. That's Jeff Bezos' mom's father. Yeah, his grandpa. All coincidences, man. You know, Noam Chomsky meeting with Epstein. It's all coincidence, right? 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 The Fukushima cover-up. The fact that none of them have mentioned. Trump never mentioned it one time as president. Not once when he said he would. He met with a B-17. What happened to Abby? Abby, tomato. Blows my mind. Where's security? I'll tell you, it's so crazy to think about it. Do you know they tried to do the same thing to this current PM? The exact same thing. I mean, it's mind-boggling. It really is mind-boggling. So, Bummer Dumber on the White House. We'll keep you abreast. He never mentioned it again, did he? He says, I'll keep you in the, which he didn't. That's probably the greatest lie in human history. So I'm at the Million Mass March, leading the Million Mass March. You know, Karen and Lenny Lamb picked me up. Remember, I had no sleep. I was sick, full of cancer. Bobby won. Took me out to Baltimore. The next morning, I see that Barack Obama has called TEPCO into the White House. So I hurry and get over there. I get over to the Department of Energy, do videos, and I get rumor from somebody, oh, they're here. So go to the White House. Here comes TEPCO right in the way. What's the odds? I'm standing right there. Remember the 5th of November, right? The guy that invented it, me and John Anthony first. And then you go back to McHale, lessons unlearned. Oh, don't go to D.C. That happened on the 5th of November. Whoa, 2015, right? Yeah. I stayed in New York, passed around the Megahorn. Remember, we tripped Vice. You know, they were internet kettling us, blah, blah. What a journey. So, Obama never mentions it again until 2016, right before the 2016 presidential election. And he's on Jimmy Kimmel. Rahm Emanuel's never mentioned it. John Holden mentioned it. To the vlogger, it's out there. I reported it. Is it true, like Hillary's ads say, they call you up in the middle of the night? Uniform? Yeah. Did it ever happen to you? Yeah, it happened to me. Well, when? When Fukushima happened? Jimmy Kimmel. I live in LA. What's Santa Susana? What's cancer? What's Diablo Canyon? Barack Obama. You know, the typhoon. The great 9-point earthquake, 9.1 actually, that shook the axis of the earth, that fractured the cores immediately. The greatest equal life, and I'm the only person on earth that called them full blown out meltdowns. Arnie Gundershield called them hydrogen blast for 7 years. Helen says Japan's tidy. People, they fixed it all. Busby said the Pacific Ocean is a big place. It'll dilute on RT. Now you got. I'm watching Mattia Benjamin and was on Hedges. He's all over YouTube getting all of Chris Hedges, and they're Putin sympathizers. It blows my mind. I mean, the whole thing's a freak show. People are so misguided, it's unbelievable. So, the typhoon. Trump never mentioned. Now, we asked him before. Our group asked Obama before got elected. What are you going to do about Hanford? Now remember, he's propped up by the nuclear industry. Hillary was running attack ads against him, saying the nuclear industry is putting him up. Rob Emanuel came out of that. So did David Axelrod. And I'll tell you, don't know how Hanford is. The typhoon, he called it. So we asked Trump earlier, and he says, well, what about Fukushima? He says, you're getting a wreck. You don't stop driving. We're like, if you do. I mean, he promised us he would talk Fukushima. He promised me to my face in Salt Lake. It was on Fox News. Did he? Did he mention what he met with that B-7? For a Japanese PM with American come to the United States is a major story. Only happened once or twice in post the bomb history. And of course, the first time that B comes here, he goes to Harvard. What? Then he goes over to our group, follows me over to MIT Media Lab. I'm the guy that broke that story. Why would he go to MIT Media Lab, Aaron Swartz? Why would Snowjob hand the chip to Laura, who's the MIT Media Endowment? I mean, the whole thing. Why would he go to MIT? I mean, maybe Noam Chomsky can tell us. I don't know. And so then he went to Stanford, right? Well, look at what's going on at Stanford. Elizabeth Holmes, Sam I Am, the crypto scam, the Peru First Lady, and the Peru president they're going after are hiding, money laundering. Stanford. So it's unbelievable. Edward Teller they found, right? So Biden, were you going to open the book on phone? Yes. As he mentioned at one time. So will he carry on, my wayward son? The trilogy, the greatest crime in human history, the cover-up of Fukushima. Ask the soldiers on the USS Reagan. Ask the Pacific Ocean, jet stream. They're full-blown out meltdowns, and we're not afraid of full-blown out meltdowns. We're scared of them. We're scared of nuclear meltdowns. We're scared of them. We're scared of them. Scared of them until they happen. Damien will be here, Lillard, on the 17th. It'll be cool. Hopefully Jerry can hum. Harding, the greatest player who ever played here. You got to go with that left, Jerry. Oh, he goes with that left. I guess he'll play in the NBA this year. He's something else. He's incredible, which I always knew. So, at the G7, will Biden visit Fukushima? AOC did recently, and then that just got swatched down. Don't say the F word. Never say the F word. Never free, never me, because I did the Unforgiven. What's the Unforgiven? I said the F word. I ain't gonna quit you. Kettle me, I'll kettle you. And they just attack me and go after me. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It isn't how many's watching, who's watching. Just do your work and put your work out there. So, G7 in Japan. Will Biden continue the greatest crime in human history, the cover-up of the greatest event in human history, the full blown-out nuclear meltdowns? Where's the course? Go get a bone marrow biopsy and check it out. So there's no byproduct for 3 full blown-out nuclear meltdowns. So that's what you're saying. There's no byproduct. Why are we so afraid of them? For every action, there's a reaction. That could be the greatest action in human history, most likely. Yet there's no reaction. That is the greatest. Fukushima denial is the greatest mental illness in human history. It's the greatest event in human history. Stay tuned. Will Biden carry on? Will he go visit Fukushima? Stay tuned.